Good evening. I welcome you with all my heart. It is good to be with you once again. I love every one of you, unconditionally. When you look at me, what do you see? I am simply made in your image. Always remember that you have created me out of yourself. I am what you believe I am. Nothing more, nothing less. But you should always remember that you are observing yourself. There is only the one self, and you are that. We all see the self sometimes through darkly colored glasses, so to speak. If we were self-realized, we would see perfection wherever we looked, and we would never see anything wrong anywhere. So depending on whatever consciousness you're in, this is what you see in me or anybody else. When you look at your world that you have created, you're simply seeing yourself. You can see beauty and joy and love and harmony. Or you can see sickness and death, upheavals and hurricanes. You are free to choose what you should see. This is the freedom you have to be able to see what you want to see. And then when you react to it, this is where the problem comes in. For what you are doing is accruing karmic debts by seeing what you wish to see. But always remember that you are the seer. We're all different. We see different things. This is also true with the rest of our senses: hearing, touch, taste, smell, feel. Remember the story of the 10 people who were blind and touched an elephant. You've all heard the story before. One person touched the elephant's trunk and said it was a mighty tree. Another person touched the elephant's foot and said it was a mountain, and so on. But each person felt something different, and in their mind, imagine what it is. So it is with us. No one of us are really seeing the right picture. We're seeing what we are. This is all we can see. We cannot see anything else. We only see what we are. This is something we should always remember, for it will get you out of all kinds of problems. In other words, whatever you see with your eyes, do not believe it, whether it's good or bad, right or wrong. If you come to a conclusion, you come to your own conclusion. Observe it and let it go. Look at life as if you're looking at yourself. Remind yourself of this every day, especially when you first get out of bed in the morning. What are you feeling? What are you seeing? What are you anticipating? It's only yourself. In truth, yourself is omnipresence. Yourself is all-pervading consciousness. Therefore, you have the power to see whatever you like. In the creative principle called life, you have the freedom to do this. Yet if you only understood that there is only one life, and that life is consciousness, the absolute reality, there is nothing else. It takes up all space, all time. There is only that one, and you are that. Therefore, when you are looking at something that is different from that, it is called an hallucination. For you're seeing something that does not exist. In other words, if you see anything except God, it's a mistake. It's error, false imagination. For there is only the Godhead, the one principle, the one law, one substance, and you are that. It's wonderful when you can understand this. This is reality. When you look at me, you see a person. This is duality. For you see me as separate from yourself. When you look at me and you see yourself, then you are an advanced disciple. Think about this. It is very important to understand this. Something else you should understand. There's absolutely nothing wrong in the whole universe. Always remember this. No matter what appears, wars, man's inhumanity to man, earthquakes, cataclysms, there is nothing wrong. It sounds so strange to a beginner who has never heard anything like this before. And even for an advanced student, it sounds sort of strange because you say, well, I see all these things happening before me, and how can this not be true? I see murders, rapes, man's inhumanity to man wherever I look. Who is doing the looking? Who is the looker? That is what you always must ask yourself. Who sees this? Who is the looker? And of course you will say, I am. Then you'll start laughing because from practice you will see. I sees all these things going on in the world. I is the ego, the I thought, not you. You are the divine reality. But it is the I thought who sees all these things, who observes all these things, wants to come to conclusions, wants answers. For what? You will always be doing the same thing, looking, judging, comparing. When you finish with one thing, something else will pop up somewhere else. It never ends. If it is not this, it's that. It is like a tumor on your arm that the doctor cuts out and it grows somewhere else. When the doctor cuts that out and it grows somewhere else, it keeps appearing all over your body because the doctor never got rid of the source of the tumor. So it is with us. You keep on cutting out the things you believe are wrong in your life. You keep on trying to resolve your problems, but the source is still there. And the source is the I thought. The source is the belief in a separate self. Therefore, the only way to be free is to get rid of the source, to get rid of the cause, to go to the root. And the root is the I thought, the belief in a separate existence, the belief that there is you and there is the world, the belief that there is God and there is you, the belief that there is good and there is bad, the belief that there is birth and there is death. As long as you are caught in these beliefs, you will never be free. You will always have some problem to resolve. You will always see something you do not like. You will always be striving, seeking, never finding. But when you go to the root, when you inquire, to whom do these things come? Who sees these things? Who experiences these things? And you trace it back to the source. You will find there is no one there at all. There is only the self, pure awareness, pure consciousness, unchanging, immutable, unborn, undying. And you are that. You see, what we do is try to use the mind to solve all of our problems. We keep searching for answers. We keep reading books. We keep going to teachers. We keep practicing techniques. But as long as the belief in a separate self is there, all these practices are like cutting off the branches of a tree while leaving the root intact. The root must be destroyed. The root is the belief in a separate self. If you cut off the branches, they will grow back. If you cut off the trunk, it will grow back. But if you pull the root out of the ground, it can never grow again. In the same way, when you destroy the belief in a separate self, all problems, all suffering, all confusion, all ignorance will disappear forever. The only way to do this is through self-inquiry, through turning the mind inward, through questioning the reality of the I thought. You must see that the I thought is only a thought, nothing more. It has no reality whatsoever. It is a phantom. It is a ghost. It is a mirage. When you see this, when you realize this deeply, when you feel it in your heart, the I thought will disappear. And when the I thought disappears, only the self remains. The self is pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure love. It is pure peace, pure bliss. And you are that. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are not the world. You are not the doer. You are not the experiencer. You are the self, the one without a second, the absolute reality, the unborn, the undying, the unchanging, the eternal. There is nothing to attain. There is nothing to achieve. There is nothing to gain. There is nothing to lose. There is nothing to become. You are already free. You are already liberated. You are already enlightened. You are already whole. You are already complete. Just be still and know that you are the self. All your problems, all your suffering, all your confusion, all your ignorance come from forgetting your true nature. You identify with the body. You identify with the mind. You identify with the world. You identify with the doer. You identify with the experiencer. You forget that you are the self. You forget that you are pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure love, pure peace, pure bliss. You become entangled in the play of the mind, the play of the world, the play of the senses. But none of this is real. It is all an illusion. Only the self is real. You ask me, how do I become free? How do I become liberated? How do I become enlightened? And I tell you, you're already free. You are already liberated. You are already enlightened. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to become. There is nothing you have to achieve. Simply be still. Simply be quiet. Simply let go of all thoughts, all concepts, all beliefs, all ideas, all opinions. Rest in the self. Abide as the self. This is the highest teaching. This is the direct path. Remain as the self. Do not identify with the body. Do not identify with the mind. Do not identify with the world. Do not identify with the doer. Do not identify with the experiencer. Remain as you are. Remain as the self. This is your natural state. This is your true nature. Nothing can touch you. Nothing can affect you. Nothing can change you. Nothing can harm you. You are the self. The world may change. The body may change. The mind may change. But you remain the same. You are the witness to all these changes. You are the screen upon which all these changes appear and disappear. The screen is never affected by the movie that plays upon it. The screen is never touched by the images that appear and disappear. So it is with you. You are the self. the screen, the witness, the substratum, the absolute reality. Nothing can affect you. Nothing can harm you. You are always free. The only bondage there is the bondage of thought. The only suffering there is the suffering of identifying with thought. The only ignorance there is the ignorance of forgetting your true nature. Let go of thought. Let go of identification. Let go of ignorance. Be still and know that you are the self. This is all you ever have to do. Be still and know that you are the self. This is the whole teaching. This is the whole truth. All else is commentary. There is nothing to add and nothing to take away. There is nothing to gain and nothing to lose. There is nothing to become and nothing to attain. You are already what you are seeking. You are already the self, the absolute reality, the unborn, the undying, the unchanging, the eternal. Just be still and know this. Whatever arises in your mind, let it arise. Whatever thoughts come, let them come. Whatever feelings arise, let them arise. Whatever experiences appear, let them appear. Do not identify with anything that arises. Do not cling to anything. Do not push anything away. Remain as the self. Remain as pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure love, pure peace, pure bliss. You are free. You are liberated. You are whole. Nothing can change this. Nothing can touch this. Nothing can affect this. You are always the self. All the practices, all the techniques, all the teachings are simply reminders to bring you back to your own true nature. They are not meant to become obsessions or burdens. They are not meant to be carried like a heavy load. When you realize the truth, all practices fall away by themselves. When you see who you truly are, all striving and seeking come to an end. It is only the mind that wants to improve, to become, to achieve, to attain. The self is always already perfect, complete, whole, fulfilled. You do not need to change yourself. You do not need to become anything other than what you are. Just see the mind for what it is. See the I thought for what it is. See all concepts and ideas for what they are. Let everything go. Let everything fall away. What remains is the self, pure awareness, unchanging, ever present, ever free. You are that. This is the teaching. When you abide as the self, nothing can disturb you. No thought, no feeling, no event in the world can shake your peace. All things come and go, but you remain the same. You are the witness of all phenomena. You are the awareness in which everything arises and subsides. You are the light by which all things are seen. When you rest as the self, you are at home. You are at peace. You are fulfilled. There is nothing outside of you to seek. There is nothing lacking, nothing missing, nothing to be attained. You have arrived at the source. You may say, but I still feel problems. I still experience suffering. I still feel lack, limitation, confusion, agitation. This is only because the habit of identifying with the mind and body is still strong. It is a matter of habit, of conditioning. Just as a child learns to walk and talk, you have learned to identify as a separate person. It is not your true nature, but it is a deeply ingrained habit. Every time you remember the truth, every time you turn your attention back to the self, every time you let go of thoughts and rest in pure awareness, the habit becomes weaker. the tendency to identify with the mind, body, and world begins to dissolve. The sense of being a separate person begins to fade. Peace, stillness, spaciousness, and joy begin to shine through more and more. There's nothing wrong with having thoughts. There is nothing wrong with feelings arising. There is nothing wrong with being active in the world. Just do not identify with anything that comes and goes. Do not lose yourself in thoughts, in feelings and experiences. Remain as you are. Remain as the self. Rest as the awareness in which everything appears and disappears. You are not responsible for what arises in the mind. You are not responsible for the appearance or disappearance of the world. Your only responsibility, if we can call it that, is to know yourself as you truly are. This is the meaning of self-inquiry. This is the highest practice. Do not seek to destroy the mind. Do not fight against thoughts. Do not struggle with desires. Simply turn your attention inward. Notice the awareness that is always present, that never comes or goes, that is untouched by anything that appears. Rest as that. Abide as that. If thoughts come, let them come. If feelings come, let them come. If experiences come, let them come. You are the awareness in which they arise. Do not be concerned with the content of experience. Be interested only in the awareness that knows experience. When you abide as awareness, the world cannot disturb you. The mind cannot agitate you. Nothing can shake your peace. This is the invitation. This is the teaching. No matter what arises, remain as the self. If the mind is busy, remain as the self. If the mind is quiet, remain as the self. If you feel happy, remain as the self. If you feel sad, remain as the self. If there is confusion or clarity, energy or lethargy, presence or absence, remain as the self. This is not something to be accomplished by effort or struggle. You do not need to make yourself into the self, for you are already that. Simply notice the awareness that is always present before, during, and after every experience. This awareness is not a state to be reached, not an experience to be had, not a goal to be achieved. It is your natural state, your ever-present reality. You cannot lose awareness. You cannot be separated from awareness. You cannot become anything other than what you are. If you believe you are a person, simply inquire, who am I? Who is this I that I believe myself to be? Trace the sense of I back to its source. See if you can find any separate entity at all. You will discover that there is no one there. There's only awareness, pure and unconditioned, in which everything arises and subsides. The sense of being a person is just a thought, just a concept, just a habit of mind. It has no substance, no reality, no power, except what you give it by believing in it. Let it go. Rest in the self. This is freedom. As you abide as the self, old patterns may come up. Old tendencies, old reactions, old identifications may try to reassert themselves. Do not be discouraged. Do not fight with them. Do not struggle or resist. Simply notice them as they arise. Allow them to pass through awareness like clouds passing through the sky. You are the sky. The clouds are only temporary passing phenomena. No matter what arises or subsides, you remain untouched, unchanged, unaffected. Do not measure your progress. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. Do not judge yourself by any standard. Simply rest as you are. Trust the process. Let everything unfold naturally. You are always the self, even when you forget, even when you feel confused, even when you feel lost. There is nothing you can do to change this, for it is your true nature, your very being. Gradually, the sense of separation, the sense of being a person will dissolve. The old habits will fall away. Peace will dawn. Stillness will deepen. Joy will shine forth. Not because you have gained anything, but because you have returned to what you always are. The world will go on as it always has. The mind will continue its play of thoughts, images, memories, and desires. The body will move, act, and experience pleasure and pain. But you are no longer identified with any of it. You are free. You are at peace. You are at home in yourself. Nothing can disturb this. Nothing can touch this. Nothing can take this away. All things come and go. All experiences arise and subside. But you remain as you are, the changeless reality, the self. This is your birthright. This is your true nature. Claim it now. There is no need to wait for some future event or some future realization. There is no need to prepare or purify or perfect yourself before you can awaken to your true nature. You are the self now. You are the self here. You are the self always. It is only the mind that creates time, distance, and effort. It is only the mind that imagines awakening is something to be gained, something to be accomplished. See through this illusion. See that you are already what you seek. Rest in the self. No teaching is higher than this. No practice is simpler than this. No goal is greater than this. When you sit in Satsang, when you listen to these words, something within you recognizes the truth. You feel a resonance, a sense of homecoming, a deep peace. This is because the words are pointing you back to yourself, to your own true nature, to the silence and stillness that are always here. Do not make a problem out of your thoughts, your feelings, or your experiences. Do not make a problem out of the world, or the mind, or the body. Let everything be as it is. Do not resist anything. Do not seek to change anything. Let it all unfold naturally, spontaneously. The self is always present, always shining, always free. Nothing can obscure it except your own attention, your own belief in thoughts, your own identification with the person. The moment you turn your attention inward, the moment you rest in awareness, the illusion disappears. Even if the mind is busy, even if feelings are strong, even if the body is restless, you can rest as the self. The awareness that knows all these things is always calm, always at peace, always untouched. You are not trying to get rid of thoughts or suppress emotions or control the body. You are simply not identifying with them, not giving them your power, not losing yourself in them. Gradually, as this resting in awareness becomes natural, the tendency to identify with the mind and body dissolves. The sense of separation fades away. A quiet joy, a deep peace, an uncaused love begin to shine in the background of all experience. You may still have challenges, you may still face difficulties, but you will no longer be at their mercy. You will no longer be thrown about by every wave of circumstance or feeling. You will know yourself as the vast, open, spacious awareness in which everything appears and disappears. This is freedom. This is peace. You may find that your mind tries to tell you, this is too simple. There must be more. I need to understand. I need to figure it out. I need to make effort. Just notice these thoughts as they arise and let them be. Do not try to argue with the mind or silence it by force. Do not try to create a special state or feeling. The teaching is always the same. Remain as the self. Be still and know that you are awareness itself. You are not the thinker You are not the doer. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are the pure, unchanging, ever-present awareness in which all these things arise and dissolve. No experience is needed to confirm this. No special knowledge is required. It is already the case right now. If doubts arise, let them arise. If questions come, let them come. If confusion appears, let it appear. Remain as the self, the witness, the presence. Even the feeling of being a person, the sense of being a seeker, is just a movement in awareness. You are prior to all of it. Rest is that. You may notice that pace becomes deeper. Stillness becomes more profound. Joy arises for no reason. But even these are experiences. They come and go. You are not any experience, however sublime. You are the self, ever free, ever pure, ever whole. You may wonder, how can I live in the world if I do not identify with the body and mind? Life goes on. Actions happen. Words are spoken. Relationships continue. All the functions of daily life proceed as before. But inwardly, there is detachment, a sense of freedom and peace that is not touched by the ups and downs of circumstance. You no longer take yourself to be the doer of actions or the experiencer of results. You become like the sky, vast, open, unchanging, while all the weather of life plays out upon you. Nothing can disturb your essential nature. You remain free and at peace regardless of outer conditions. It does not mean you will not feel pain or loss or joy or love. The full range of human experience continues, but there is always an underlying awareness that none of it is ultimately real or binding. You are not diminished by any experience. You are not completed by any experience. You are whole and complete as you are. This is the freedom of the self. It is available now and always. Trust this. Rest in this. Let everything else come and go. If doubts or fears arise, let them arise and pass away. If the mind becomes active, let it be. If emotions come, let them flow. Your only task is to remain as you are. Stay with the sense of being, the felt presence of awareness. This is the invitation of Satsang, the invitation of truth, to wake up from the dream of separation, to return to your own self. You do not need to go anywhere. You do not need to become anyone. You do not need to attain anything. You are that which you have always sought. Be still and know. Have we stopped reacting to things? Have we stopped looking at the world and seeing something we like, something wrong, something good, something bad? To the extent that you can stop seeing it, to that extent, will these things disappear of their own volition, and you will be able to look right through everything. You will know the truth that the whole world is consciousness, nothing else. For consciousness is self-contained absolute reality, nothing else. And absolute reality is pure awareness, nothing else. And you are that. Peace.